Welcome to another production of ParkTV 16 Sports on location. Tonight we are in beautiful St. Louis Park bringing you girls high school volleyball preseason. Actually, it's the regular season, but it's preschool season, and we're glad you're with us. Park Center from the northern suburbs comes in to an inner rig suburb. The St. Louis Park Orioles are going to start out at home. They're 0-0. Park Center 0-1. They lost to Burnsville just the other day, last Thursday, and we're underway, and that's served by number 5, Amara Schrader, the junior, gets the Orioles off to a 1-0 lead in game one. My name is Robert Christensen. Glad you're with us on ParkTV 16 Sports. We are streaming live on YouTube, and the Orioles are up 1-0 against the Pirates, and that second serve by Schrader. Back to Schrader in the back row. There's the set and the kill shot by number 10 for St. Louis Park. What a beautiful second point. I believe that was Haley Hippa. And St. Louis Park looking good. I got to be careful. I can't just refer to them as Park because we've got Park Center and St. Louis Park. I'll try to be mindful of that. And there is a left-handed kill shot from number 9, that was Kenneth Yang. And the kill shot again goes wide left, and now first point for Park Center. And our score is 2-1. And substituting in for Park Center is number 5. I have a very inaccurate program. It says her name is Chunger Vang, but I doubt that's the case. Off the ceiling on this low roof, and the point is going to be awarded to St. Louis Park. So I'm just going to call the numbers because I really feel the names are inaccurate. So now St. Louis Park, number 10. She got that beautiful kill shot. St. Louis Park up 3-1. Good serve. Back row, unable to handle it. In the green jersey. For St. Park Center, they find themselves down 4-1. St. Louis Park off to a great start here. This is their first match of the year. And now the serve again by number 10. I wish I could confirm her name because she is responsible for 3 of the first 5 points. She got that beautiful kill shot from the upper left front row, and now 2 serves in a row. That's 3 for sure. Another serve in play. Park Center goes deep, and it just hit the line. That was a bit lucky. Number 3, you can see the smile on her face. She knows, but you know what? It was still a great shot. That should build confidence for number 3 for Park Center. Now back to serve in the green jersey, number 2. Park Center down 5-2. Back row, nice shot by 13, just got it over. Boy, that was a brilliant bump. It played exactly like a kill shot, and she'll sit down, and boy, that was a beautifully constructed bump shot as she was able to bring that right over the net. Now St. Louis Park up 6-2 to the back row. Another good serve and right at the net, number 2 with a beautiful touch shot, and I like this Oriole team early on. They are in top-notch shape right here. And I am getting inspired watching them. This team is off to a great start, and off the back row, and another point for St. Louis Park. They're up 8-2 game 1, and that's going to bring a timeout from Park Center. And you can understand why, as St. Louis Park, like a horse race, out of the gate early and on a roll, 8-2. They have new uniforms. I like the orange jerseys around the shoulders down to the elbow. And this team looks dialed in. And that speaks well of the coaching, doesn't it? And how disciplined these players are. And that was a great time out there. This team is well regimented, and they look like they're having fun. Park Center, on the other hand, big school. They're usually very competitive, and they're the ones that call the timeout. They're still talking about it. So trying to get their foundation here on the road. They lost 3-0 to Burnsville, looking to get their first game win on the road, but they find themselves down 8-2. Okay, following the first timeout, back to serve, number 12. From the middle, an interesting position for sure. Now to the back left corner, the bump, and it goes nowhere, number 3. And no one there to help her out. Results in point number 9 for St. Louis Park. They're up 9-2, number 12 pounding that ball. Look at the concentration on this Oriole team. Right down the middle, it just goes long. She calls it on herself. 9-3, third point for Park Center. Again, we're at the home of St. Louis Park High School. I'm Robert Christensen. We're streaming live on YouTube. Glad you're with us, and what a great start if you're an Orioles fan. Now, substitutions for Park Center. And checking in, I don't have a very good program here, so I'm not going to be mentioning any names. If you're just joining us, I'm just going to go with the numbers. Back, we'll correct that for our next broadcast. Now St. Louis Park over, and that looked like a double hit, and Park unable to handle that, and they are now down 10-3. Clearly, Park Center, a young team, just need to work on the fundamentals. St. Louis Park goes deep. Nice. Going to her knees, bumped by number 10. They're really struggling here, and I mean that with all the respect in the world. Nice bump there by 10. Here's a kill chance and a nice dink shot by number 3 now to the middle row, and here is the dink back, and it scores for St. Louis Park. They're up 12-3. They're on a roll here early. First match of the season for St. Louis Park, and I just like the feel of how they're presenting tonight. Off that low ceiling, again off that low ceiling. I've done dozens of volleyball games here, and I've never seen the ceiling come into play as much as it has in this match, but mostly on the Park Center side. Now, good serve to the back row, and unable to handle it is Park Center. And that leaves us at 14-3, our score in game 1. Back to serve for St. Louis Park. That was number 6. Here comes the set and the kill shot and a delivery. And St. Louis Park is putting on an absolute clinic here tonight. It's 15-3 our score. I think there's 6 from the victory in game 1. Best of 3 gets the match victory. Left-handed kill shot by Park Center on that far side. Nice switch over, nice bump from behind. Park Center looking a little better on this sequence. Good to see. Here's the kill shot, the dink couldn't make it over, and nice play by Park Center. They're improving right before your eyes, and that is always a fun thing to see. No matter who you're cheering for, these are high school kids. They're getting better, and I'm seeing Park Center getting a little better here. Now number 3, back to serve. They just need to find a little confidence here. Back row, nice serve by 3, and a net violation against St. Louis Park. Results in point number 5 for Park Center. Our score 15-5, game 1. Second service by number 3 for Park Center. I like her style. She gets back. She's got her serve down. She looked a little tentative when she played the front row, but she clearly, another one off the ceiling. That's at least 4, and we're not even through half game 1 here. And I don't know, she took a little off that number 6. If you can see her reaction, I think she feels she got away with that, but that's actually not a bad strategy. That should inform her to use that as a strategy, that you can actually do that with an intentional way in order to mislead and get a point against your opponent. I think she did it by accident. Number 4 can't quite reach that one. Now point for St. Louis Park, and they're up 16-6. Now St. Louis Park's number 4 back to serve. Her team up 16-6. Back row off number 10. Good serve, and look at the coordination on the bench for St. Louis Park. I continue to be impressed with this team early on. They are really together, and that gets over the net. Point for St. Louis Park. And look at the people, the teammates on the bench. I love it. I love what this coach has done here. And these girls are having fun too. That's what matters. All right, now the kill shot blocked at the net. Another great shot by St. Louis Park. And a timeout again, their second of game 1. Park Center down 19-6. And I don't have enough superlatives in my vocabulary to talk about how good these Orioles look. They've got a new look in their uniforms, and they've got a new look on their team here, and it shows, and it is impressive. Really fun to watch here as they're up 19-6 here in game 1. It's a beautiful night outside in St. Louis Park. 80 degrees as I drove in. Little smoky out there, but not as bad as it's been before. Now St. Louis Park quick out of the timeout. They didn't need a timeout. There's still 22 seconds remaining in the timeout. Park Center has a lot to talk about, and I thought that was a smart timeout by their coach. It feels like they have a much more inexperienced team here than St. Louis Park, and she's being humane there, making sure she's teaching these girls along the way. I hope to see them improve as this match goes forward. 19-6 now, St. Louis Park from the back row. Good bump there by 10. 3, that's also a nice set, and the kill shot goes down low, and another point for SLP, St. Louis Park Orioles, as they are now within. There's a loft shot there, coming up 10. She's done a really nice job for Park Center. Now going deep and out, and not a bad idea by number 2 in the green jersey for Park Center. 21-6, our score. Now the set. Now let's see, we get a better kill shot, and that's improvement by Park Center. And what a save by St. Louis Park. It goes off the back. Wow, what a play by the Orioles. They were ready to concede that point, and the dive save from St. Louis Park gets it to 22-6. They're 3 points from victory. I think 25 is the score. I mentioned 21 earlier, and they go right at number 2. And it's 23-6 now, Orioles. There's the coach out there. I like her style, and oh, right into the net, but a nice run by number 4. Again, if you're just joining us, I don't have accurate programs, so I don't know who the names are of most of these players. So I'm just gonna be calling by their number. I mean no disrespect whatsoever. Now, Park Center from behind the service line, trying to get back in this, down by a whole bunch. And it goes over, and that's a point, and now it's game point for the Orioles. And they'll get to serve this one out. Now stepping back, number 3 for the Orioles. A chance to get the game winner. Her team up 24-7, game 1, best of 5. Back row and goes long, and the Park Center Pirates still have a little bit of life, but I say little. They would have to reel off a bunch. I don't know how good my math is. What's 8 from 24? 16? They need 16 in a row. And now we got a substitution and a delay in the match, and I'm not sure. Okay, here we go, as the referee on the far sideline is communicating with the scorer's table. And they're writing it down, getting it accurate, and now back to serve. Number 1, for Park Center. She'll take the middle of the court. I haven't seen that in all my years doing this. Now bump back row, near side, kill shot, goes to the right corner. And two tried to save it. She might have wanted to let that go, but that's the 25th point, and that's victory for game one for St. Louis Park. And after one game, our score 1-0. St. Louis Park, come on back for game number 2. You're watching ParkTV 16 Sports. We're streaming live on YouTube.
First, they said cigarettes were safe. We know how that turned out. Now, they say they didn't market e-cigarettes to teens. Fact, more than 1 in 4 high school students are vaping, and 80% say their first e-cigarette was flavored. Vaping is harmful to developing brains. The reason we think vaping is safe? Marketing. Same lies, different day. Tell Big Vape to quit lying.
Welcome back to ParkTV 16 Sports. On location tonight. We are at St. Louis Park High School in beautiful St. Louis Park, Minnesota, bringing you girls high school volleyball. And if you're just joining us, the St. Louis Park Orioles dominated Park Center Pirates, and they won, I think it was 25-8, if I'm not mistaken. I'm Robert Christensen. Glad you're with us. We're streaming live on YouTube, and this Park Orioles team looks really good out of the gate here, and they've got an enthusiastic crowd. The football team is here supporting their sisters on the volleyball team, and that is always good to see. And we're coming out here in Park Center. They're obviously a much less experienced team, and they are going to struggle here tonight. But let's see if we can see some improvement on their behalf. But right now, St. Louis Park is looking like a well-oiled machine. I don't have the name of the coach. I don't even have the name of the players accurately. We'll have that corrected for our next broadcast, I assure you. Now, over the net, and St. Louis Park, game number 1. And that loud background is the football team that probably just got done with practice here. They got their first game coming up here later this week, I'm sure. And now St. Louis Park up 1-0 in game 2. They lead 1-0, best of 5. And there's the block at the net. Ball still alive. Now to the near side, the kill shot by number 10. And what a save by number 2 for Park Center. And they look a lot better as number 3 makes that shot. And let's see, and they have an enthusiastic crowd on their side of the stands. And maybe I was mistaken. This team might figure it out here in game 2, and now they're tied 1-1. That's a confidence booster, and they are not at all demoralized after that big beatdown in game 1. Now St. Louis Park tipped at the net by Park Center. Near side, the dig shot goes down, and a point for St. Louis Park, and a big roar. You would think we were at the state tournament here tonight, and it's only August 29th, and we're glad you're with us here on ParkTV 16 Sports. What an exciting night of volleyball. Just from the fans' enthusiasm, and now from the back row, the shot, the serve, saved by number 1, can't quite get it there. And I gotta tell you, the football team is really bringing a boost to the St. Louis Park Orioles volleyball team. And that is awesome to see. And at the net, and another kill, 4-1. You know, they arrived, the football team, halfway through game 1, and now they're here for the whole thing, and they have got settled in. And that one goes long for St. Louis Park. That results in point number 1 for Park Center. They're only down 4-2. And you can see the head coach for St. Louis Park. She is standing the whole time. And this team just looks so organized in a good way. You want to be good, you need to be organized. All right, now Park Center down 4-2. They got a chance. They're not out of this one quite yet. And the kill shot into the net, and they're 4-3. So they're looking a lot better here in game 2. If I recall correctly, after the first 10 points, it was 8-2 in game 1. And now they're ready to tie it here. So let's not sell them short too early. And that one goes wide. Point St. Louis Park, it's 5-3. And now back to serve number 12. And she rallied off several points when she served in game 1. And she takes that middle part of the back line and deep. Nice bump by the green shirted number 2 for Park Center, and there's a miscue. And that results in point number 6 for St. Louis Park. Now number 12 again, her second attempt. She's 1-0 on service attempts. Goes back deep row off the ceiling. And now that I think about it, I was mentioning the ceiling. I think that has less to do with the ceiling than just the ability of Park Center to control the force of those shots. And now going for 3 in a row off the net, and she gets the benefit. And the teammates go to the floor in celebration. Boy, they look so organized. It's noticeable, and it's not regimented, it's just organized. Very impressive. Back row, that was impressive. Bump by Park Center. Almost hits the I-beam coming across the net, and the kill shot is good by number 4 from the near left side. Drills it, and a timeout, the third one of the evening taken by Coach Park Center. And again, not a bad idea. Her team was getting pummeled there, 9-3 here. Sure, Park Center's schedule, we'll show you that. As you can see on your screen, they lost just last Thursday to Burnsville 0-3. They got St. Louis Park. Well, St. Louis Park's schedule. Tonight, Park Center. Then Bloomington Kennedy coming up right after Labor Day, Tuesday night. Then at Chanhassen, Robbinsdale, Armstrong. Then at Benilde. I don't know if we're going to be there for that one. That one could be good. Very good. St. Louis Park, 10-3. Number 12 back to serve again. Back row, nice bump by number 10. And a good carry over the net for Park Center. Back row, number 2. Near side 3 with a beautiful kill shot. She looks a lot more confident. Back row, number 10, off that ceiling and tried to save it, number 2. And I gotta tell you, Park Center, they're really, really playing as hard as they can. All right, now, Orioles. And I apologize if I've been disparaging, I don't mean that. All right, 10 with the bump off the ceiling. Kill shot by the Orioles. And a nice kill shot attempt by number 3. Keeps it alive for Park Center. Back row. And a beautiful kill shot. Saved by number 5. Now St. Louis Park in the defensive mode. They do save it over the net. That's a nice set by number 2. And Park Center is starting to find their bearings here. And there's that kill shot. My goodness. That was a cannon by number 4. Now number 12. Back row for the service game. Her team up 12-3, almost halfway. And into the net, number 2 in the green jersey. Miscue results in score number 13 for the Orioles, and number 12 on another roll from the service line. Again here in game 2. Back row, good bump and a good set. Kill shot goes wide right, left I should say. 14-3. And unbelievable enthusiasm from the boys football team. Oh, that was in. From my vantage point, it was a bit of an optical illusion. And number 12 continues her tour at the service line. I don't remember what her score was when she started serving, but she has almost 10, and that goes wide, and she's going to continue it here. 15-3. Number 12 from the middle. And I like how she has I think that's number 5 in front of her. I don't almost know, I think that might even be disguised. I'd like to know if that would be on purpose, because much like a pitcher, you're really looking for the hand location, and that kill attempt in the middle of the court by number 10 goes long. And I really like how St. Louis Park's coach is over on the sideline. She's on her feet the entire time. Very engaged. Now the service attempt by number 3, and that goes long. Point St. Louis Park. Or wait a minute, they counted that in. Okay, the scoreboard said they gave it to Park Center, but the flag said it's out, and I think they need to correct that. That's wrong. They gave that point to Park Center. I thought they did. All right, now 17-5 Park Center. Number 6 back to serve. 17-5. And into the net. Gives Park Center their 6th point. Now back row to serve number 13 for Park Center. And that goes right into the net. 18-6. Park Center 7 points from victory. Good serve, and that is also remarkable for St. Louis Park. Their service percentage has been very high, off the ceiling, still in play, right at the net, and what a beautiful play by number 2 for Park Center. Back row now, number 4 to serve for the 20th point. Her team up 19-6 here in game 2. They lead 1-0 in the best of 5. In their first match of the 23-24 campaign. Nice play by Park Center. And the kill shot by number 2. Wow, they look good. 20-6 our score in game 2. And I don't know if you can hear it at home, but the boys football team really having an impact from the stands here. Another great serve sends Park Center diving to the floor to save it. And the double hit by number 6, she knew it. Results in point number 21 for St. Louis Park. And number 4 back to serve. Again, I don't have accurate names, so I'm just gonna use numbers. Back row off and out of play, results in 22-6 St. Louis Park. This match started at 7 o'clock. And we are motoring through here. 25 points, 47-14 are the points in this match. 48-14 total over the course of both games. That is domination. All right, now St. Louis Park back to serve. Number 4. beautifully done off the back row. That thing just got over the net. I am looking forward to seeing the St. Louis Park Orioles girls volleyball team play another match. They are really good, and if you're watching and you live nearby, you ought to come down and watch them play, and watch us on your phone while you're here as we stream live on YouTube. But this team looks like they have something special early on here. Now substitutions. And now we're at game point. Coming off the bench to serve, I believe. Nope, number 9 will play that left back corner as the coach of St. Louis Park going to the bench here. Game point. Park Center to serve to try to stay in it. Number 1 to serve. And I'm really curious as to why. Oh, that's in. What a great looking serve by number 1. She had some top spin heat on that. And it just curled in there. St. Louis Park made a judgment decision. And look at the coach coaching right there. There are cues, right? It's almost like when I played football, I was a punt returner, believe it or not, and you stood at the 10-yard line and you had, if it was over your head, you let it go into the end zone, and that was a rule. And I'm sure there are rules in this as well, is to win the let those go. And they saved it. St. Louis Park, if we can get that on replay, even though it didn't result in the point, I don't know how that ball got over that net. And now Park Center have improved over game 1. I believe they had 8 points in game 1. Now they've improved to 9, and that is improvement. And that's what we're looking for in any sport, in any endeavor. And there is point 25 on that miscue by Park Center. St. Louis Park wins that game 25-9. They're up 2-0 in the best of 5. Come on back for game number 3. You're watching ParkTV 16 Sports.
It costs so little to teach a child to love, and so much to teach him to hate. These simple but profound words from our founder have been guiding Boys Town in our work with kids and families for over a century. Today, the ideals of equality and respect are at the core of each parenting strategy you'll find at boystown.org/parenting. Whether you're a parent, grandparent, or guardian of a toddler, teen, or someone in between, we've got parenting guides, articles, videos, tools, and quick tips on a variety of subjects, all developed with love by Boys Town's experts.
Teach me respect.
Teach me patience.
Teach me kindness. Teach me love.
Visit boystown.org/magnet today to receive your Teach Love Magnet. It's a great reminder that the change we want to see in our world begins at home, and Boys Town is there to help along the way.
Welcome back to ParkTV 16 Sports on location. Tonight we are streaming live on YouTube, bringing you girls varsity volleyball. And if you're just joining us and you're a St. Louis Park Orioles fan, you are in for a treat. This team is playing unbelievably well. They have taken Park Center to the mat twice, 25-8 in game 1, 25-9 in game 2. This is a best of 5. They're ready to close it out in their first match of the 2023 season. I'm Robert Christensen. Glad you're with us, and back to serve to lead off game 3. And I don't have names, unfortunately, but that's number 6 with number 5 with the service. And off the back row is a point for number 5. And St. Louis Park off to a great start here in game 3. That serve goes to the back row, now behind the net and the service line, and another point for St. Louis Park, and they are continuing on the roll they've been on in the first 2 games. Number 5 going for her 3rd point in a row. Nice bump by number 2, but couldn't find anyone in the front row. And now St. Louis Park up 3-0. That was a beautiful serve there, and they stand. Oh my goodness, I don't know what to say about that. She took something off of it that forced Park Center's front line to lunge at it. And that was also a shot that was soft and allowed St. Louis to come in, but Park Center came in and then they went deep on the kill shot and got that point, 4-0. Orioles. 5-0 Orioles. And another timeout by Park Center, and a wise one, I would say, as well, as she coaches her team up here. And overall, okay, Park Center's schedule coming up here. So you can see that they lost to Burnsville 3-0, and it appears they're on their way to a 3-0 defeat here, but then they're going to be on the road for 2 more. Obviously, Robbinsdale Cooper, Totino Grace, then home to Anoka at Coon Rapids, Spring Lake Park, Elk River, all northern suburbs that fulfills that conference. This is about as far south as they'll come in the year, except for Minneapolis South, I see on October 10th. Otherwise, Spring Lake Park, Coon Rapids, Anoka, Totino Grace, Robbinsdale Cooper. They're a little bit more near St. Louis Park, but this is about as far south as they're going to go, except for Minneapolis South. All right, now going for point number 6 to lead off game number 3, following the timeout by Park Center. And the dink shot is going to work by number 10. Just beautiful to watch. And number 5, she's led off the serving at game 3, and she's going for number 7 in a row. Back row bump, tipped over the net by number 3 for Park Center. Near side in the dink shot, saved by number 6. Now the set back to 6. She dinks it back over. Hit once, coming up, and the kill shot scores it. Point number 7. And I think if it's game 3, do they go to 15? I can't remember. Not sure about that. That's game 5. All right, so I'm just brushing up on my volleyball rules. St. Louis Park now going for their 8th point, and they score it with a well-timed shot from the middle row for St. Louis Park. Makes it 8-0. Going for her 9th in a row, deep. And number 2, and she'll try to save it. 9-0 St. Louis Park. And I really would have never expected this when I heard that I was going to be broadcasting this game. I know Park Center, they're a big high school. And that one into the net. Nothing Orioles. And a deep breath by number 5 at the service line. I bet she can't believe. I'll doubt she's probably ever served 10 in a row. Nice set there, and the kill shot with the left hand by number 11 for Park Center goes into the net. So it's 11-0, and number 5. I've never seen one player serve out a game 25-0, but that's what's going on here so far. Back row, number 11. And look at the bench for St. Louis Park, how coordinated they are. The coach right there, she's talking to him. She might be asking them to ratchet it back here. Sportsmanship. As I also probably need to learn a little better as well sometimes. Now the kill shot by number 10. Almost saved, and here they got a chance. Nice shot by number 3, keeping that ball alive. Now, front row shot, number 10, my goodness. Can we get that on replay? Holy smokes. I mean, you want to brace yourself when you saw that coming. It was so powerful. 13-0, Park. Brings chills to watch that. Now Park Center, and that was a nice shot from the front row by number 11. Another kill shot blocked in front. Beautifully done by Park Center. That's something to build on right there. Now, forces St. Louis Park to play defense and a chance at the net. Saved by number 13. Now coming back, and she'll have to dink it. The set wasn't much, a little too far forward and out of bounds. Point St. Louis Park, 14-0. Number 5 going for her 15th in a row. This has got to be some kind of record. And did they call a foot fault there? They did. My goodness, I didn't see it. And now the coach coming out. 14-1, Park Center with their first opportunity to serve. Number 5 gets it in. Park bumps it right back in a set kill shot attempt. Now the kill shot by number 10. Holy smokes. They have got that down, St. Louis Park, here early. That is some big time volleyball play by the Orioles as a team. (15-1) serve. Nice bump. Kill shot. Well done by number 3. Tries to save it, and she does. So does St. Louis Park. And they're going to call a net infraction on St. Louis Park. And that gives Park Center point number 2. And I love the fact that they're staying enthusiastic. They're going to get better, I promise you. All right, now number 2. Back to serve in the green jersey. Jump serve into the net. Oh, frustration. Gives Park their 16th point. They're 9 away from victory in game 3 and this match. Number 12 back to serve. Back row. Number 1 couldn't quite handle it. It was, you know, that was in that no man's land, wasn't it? Right at her eyes, close to the back line. Nothing worse than letting it go and it drops in. Kind of like watching a called third strike in baseball. You kind of want to be swinging if it's going to be close. Now the nice tip shot by number 5, and that was great. That was nice natural ability by number 5 as she just sort of naturally played that shot. She found the soft spot in the St. Louis Park zone. And got that point for Park Center. But they are down by a whopping amount here, 17-3. And back to serve number 10. And the boys football team have been standing ever since. Big kill shot by Park, saved by Park Center into the net. It was kind of humorous. St. Louis Park boys team came in and they were sitting on the Park Center side, and some of the women on the St. Louis Park volleyball team came over and said, guys, you got to be on this other side. I thought that was really cool. And they moved over and they have been vocal ever since. And when football gets most of the publicity in any high school sports, the fact that they're here speaks volumes. And that went through the I-beam, Paul. I don't know if we can get that on replay, but I've never seen that. I think that went through the I-beam. Amazing. 19th point for St. Louis Park, 19-3, and they are cruising to a 3-0 victory. It did go through, didn't it? Never seen that before. I think the players are outgrowing this gym, perhaps. Evolution. All right, now Park Center down 19-4. Number 3 back to serve. Park Center holding their heads high. Into the net. 20th point. We're 5 away from the match. And back to serve number 4. For St. Louis Park. the net. Makes it over though. And the dig shot by number 6 on that far left corner in the front row, unable to get it across. 21 for our score. And number 4 is 4 points from the match here. Another one right off the net. She's got a knack for that. Bump shot off the net, still alive for St. Louis Park, and they dink it over, and I think that was one too many hits, 4 hits. You can see the referee put his hand up. And no one accused me of being a math major, but I did think I counted 4 there myself. So 21-5, Park Center, back to serve. Number 13 from the middle of the court. Right in the wheelhouse for her. The front row for St. Louis Park, and Park Center does a beautiful job, number 10 from the back row. What great athleticism on display, and they get the point, and they deserved it, and so did number 10 for Park Center. She contorted herself to get that ball right back over. She's an athlete there, Park Center, right there. And into the net that goes. 22-6. Now checking back in, number 12. Look at the enthusiasm of this St. Louis Park volleyball team. There is some good magic going on, at least in game 1 here. Looking forward to the next one on the schedule. I've said that before, and I'm saying it again. They look really good here. Hard to believe this is match 1 for them. But they are dialed in, they're super serious, and they're having fun, and that is the perfect combination in sports. Having fun and being serious at the same time, and winning matches. Now back row from the service line, number 1 for Park Center. Her team down, and look at that kill shot. I mean, it's unbelievable the pace on that ball by number 10. This is at a level I have not seen before. St. Louis Park in again. And that's another thing, I mentioned it before, their percentage in is through the roof, and that has nothing to do with the opponent, I believe. A lack of unforced errors by St. Louis Park, also a sign of the great discipline and ability of this St. Louis Park Orioles team. Now back to serve for Park Center. They're at 8. Here comes another one, took a little off that. Nice bump by 3, the return, the kill shot, and nice play by Park Center. That is something to build on for them. It's only their 2nd match, but that is something to build on. Their coach off the bench, giving out instructions. Back row. Tipped at the net by Park Center. Nice bump by number 2. Oh, and missed time by number 11. Results in point number 24. And now it is not only game point in game 3, it is match point number 10 from the center of the service line. And off the net, and there it is. She wins it on her first serve attempt. Our score, game 3, 25-9, and our match, a sweep by St. Louis Park. They win 3-0, and they take their first match of the 2023 season. So for Paul Broden, our producer, and everyone connected with ParkTV 16 Sports, my name is Robert Christensen. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again.